but he's never played the game. There's a level of stiffness in the change of direction and the agility that he's going to have to develop, right?
And there's an understanding of the game to have the savviness to play the game within the game that is, yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's definitely a developmental guy, but to get drafted in the 7th round is quite the feat for him. All that hard work that he's done to put into his body to get to where he is right now, man, hats off, brother.
If he can learn to play with great pad level, work on changing direction more efficiently, using his hands. If this all pans out, you could have an incredibly high player with a high ceiling. Those are a lot of ifs. And it is rare for a guy that's never played the game to just come in and learn the sport. Even though football and defensive line in particular, like, dude, you take big, fast, strong people, they usually pan out. But this is a very green player. It did work out with Jordan Mailata. For every Jordan Mailata it works out with, there are guys that it doesn't work out with. I remember Brock Lesnar got brought into a camp one year with the Minnesota Vikings, and he was there for like maybe 1 or 2 preseason games. And I mean, he is a physical specimen.
Yeah.
You have to also have the knowledge of the game, the desire, the love of the game, especially if you're going to be playing in the trenches. You got to want it.
We're going to see how much he wants it, man, because you're going to get double teamed, you're going to get blindside, you're going to get trap blocked. Like it's as much of a mental game in that interior as it is physical, and it can get pretty taxing on you or at least it can get pretty humbling in the beginning for him. So hopefully he sticks at it, and hopefully the Eagles found someone that's got that Jordan Mailata type spark to him.
Well, what Jordan had obviously was great coaching too. Jeff Stoutland, it took him 2 years working with Jordan to try and get him on the field, right? He almost got cut up until the moment he started producing. This guy's going to be working with Clint Hurt, Jeremiah Washburn. There's really good coaches that the Eagles have on that side of the ball. And if I'm a coach, I am so excited to work with this kid. You see these metrics, there's potential there. The explosion, the linear ability to move is astronomical. You don't see these kind of numbers out of football players really ever at this size.
Yeah.
So if that type of linear explosion, if we can get the agility going, if we can get the body mechanics right, and we can teach the technique in rushing the passer and defending the run and how to use your hands and how to sink your hips and understand formations. There's going to be a learning process, but I am very excited to see if this kid can get it done.
Do you think he's an interior D-liner, or do you think he's an edge guy? They gave the comparison to Myles Garrett, the 40 and the broad jump and the explosiveness. All that sounds good on paper, but I think he's kind of more of a 3 technique. Just based off of how his hips are and just, the techniques and everything like that.
I think he'll be a 3-4 D end, and he'll be a 3 technique when they reduce from a certain side, right? He's not going to be, he might be able to play a 5 technique with an outside background, the ball outside of him. I doubt they have him on the edge, right? I doubt he's going to be that player. Maybe, some teams have done that with bigger guys, especially early downs, to just man mountain D and tight ends.
Yeah.
But I would expect this guy probably to get a lot of work at 3 technique, 4 technique, 5 technique, and base defense.
I can't wait to see this guy put the pads on first day. I can't wait.
I'm going to go down there just to watch it myself. They had 3 picks in the 7th round. There's actually a pick right before that. I glossed over it. Cole Wisniewski, safety from Texas Tech, played with a Wisniewski. He would not transition to a safety. We also got round 7, pick 252, Keyshawn James Newby, outside linebacker, New Mexico. So Eagles, opposite of the Chiefs, they go offense early with some of those higher picks. And then once they got to the later rounds, really started addressing some of the defensive needs. Well, still it's primarily offense, actually. They didn't draft the defensive guy until round 7. But then they went straight defense. Either way, I'm excited a lot about this class. The other part of the Eagles draft was Howie trading the 2 third-round picks to the Vikings for Jonathan Grenard. This was a missing piece on that defense. Obviously, Jalen Phillips signed a $120 million deal in free agency. They lost out on that edge defender who really brought a lot to the defense midway through the season. Now they get Jonathan Grenard, a very good player from Minnesota.
4 years, $100 million.
Yeah.
How much money does Philly have, man?
Howie is a wizard. I mean, he just finds a way to get it done. I don't know that I feel like they can finagle whatever they want because they just know how to structure it. I don't really understand how it works. Oh, also got to shout out Jeffrey Lurie for spending the money. But yeah, they find a way to get really good players, and they do it. very often by spending a fuck ton of money. So shout out to the Lurries for investing in the team. Shout out to Howie for understanding the salary cap and how to finagle every dollar you can out of that thing to maximize the talent on the roster. So that was also a huge part of the Eagles draft, which ultimately with that alone is a successful draft. Mekhi Lemon pan out. Some of these guys they picked, the tight end from Vanderbilt. I mean, this guy in the 7th round, if we get another Jordan Mailata, although I don't want to start anointing him yet, a lot to like about this draft from the Eagles. Nice. Alrighty. Outside of Eagles and Chiefs, there were a bunch of other players selected in this year's draft.
Yeah. Roughly 290.
We do not watch a lot of these guys, but we are excited to see someone play. Obviously, everybody's talking about Fernando Mendoza, number 1 overall to the Raiders, and people have known that for a long time. Only the 4th quarterback since 1967 to win the Heisman, the Natty, and go number 1 overall in the same season. That's an interesting stat.
There you go. I'm interested to see, exactly how they go about playing them. Obviously, they have Kirk Cousins. I know Ty Simpson was picked by the Rams.
Matthew Stafford.
Our guy Matt Stafford is still obviously he just won MVP. He'll be the starter there. So you get a guy that's, looking to learn under him. I'm interested to see if, that's the approach the Raiders take.
Yeah, where do you stand on that? Like, I do.
I mean, I'm for it, obviously, because I've seen it work. I've seen it happen. I've seen Pat Mahomes learn under Alex Smith.
Yeah, you got Aaron Rodgers, Pat Mahomes, a lot of really big name guys sat for a second, but there's also a lot of big Tom Brady behind Drew Bledsoe. There's a learning process, but at the same point, to what Deion Sanders said, man, I ain't never learned nothing sitting on the bench. Like, you need to go out there and play to do the best. Like,
shout out to Deion. That was a epic fucking quote.
That was a banger. Peyton Manning, led the league in interceptions, but he played his rookie year and learned a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah. Look what Caleb Williams was able to do last year.
I do think in general, more so than playing or not, I think it's really good for young quarterbacks in particular to learn how to prepare, to learn how to watch film, to learn all that stuff from veteran quarterbacks that have been doing it for a long time and know that side of it. So, like,
Mendoza is one of the best at that.
Yeah, Mendoza is in a great situation just being in the same room with Kirk Cousins, regardless of what the playing time situation ends up being at the end of the day. He is going to learn a ton about what it takes to compete and prepare at the highest level. Same thing, obviously, for Ty Simpson.
And I'm sure he's got old Tom Brady right there in his back pocket, helping him if he ever needs,
That's a good point. There's another guy there. Yeah, you're right. All right. Well, outside of those quarterbacks, another big draft pick for this show was Jets Jake not getting who he wanted the Jets to take because he knows exactly who should have been taken at number 2.
Dude, David Bailey is a fucking dog.
No, but
he cannot possibly be upset at them getting David Bailey.
Oh, he is.
That dude is a fucking game changer.
Jake, before they picked, said, "Don't mess it up, Jets," with a picture of a handwritten sticky note, Arvell Reese, no matter what. He put in the time to really study who they should pick.
Listen, Arvell Reese, Glenville High School up there in Northeast Ohio, up in Cleveland.
It's a Glenville guy.
Oh, yeah. Went to Glenville, Ohio State to the NFL, as we know it. For a lot of guys, that's almost a powerhouse up there in Cleveland in terms of getting guys getting guys to Ohio State or getting guys to the Big Ten and into the NFL. So I'm excited for just to see Arvell Reese, play some football in the league, man. Fellow Cleveland guy. But I think David Bailey was a pretty goddamn good pick.
Nothing will bring me greater joy than when David Bailey turns into like a 10-year New York Jet, like multiple Pro Bowls, and is like, I just can't wait for Jake to have to eat that entire sticky note. Sorry, love you, Jake. All right, last thing, shout out the lineman Caleb Lomu, drafted in flip-flops and jorts. This is a big green flag for offensive linemen wearing jorts and flip-flops. Tells me
with
all
a quarter zip?
No. I'm fine with a quarter zip. Quarter zip's nice and comfy.
Those are nice jeans. So nice.
Yeah, they're not cutoffs. Definitely better.
Nice
it's bigger green flag if you cut off those jean shorts yourself. Those are bought jorts. Bought jorts, not made jorts.
Well, maybe he's not as good with scissors.
Either way, I did love the internet falling in love with him dancing. Did you see these dance moves from my guy Caleb?
I did see them, but I'll see him again. Come on, put him up there.
Very similar. Lane Johnson's got some similar moves. I've seen him pull in the locker room. I think he's got good hips, fluidity, smooth. To move like this, you got to be kind of athletic. You can't just be pulling that out if you're big stiffy.
No, listen, if you're, hey,
dude, I'm all in. I think this is a major green flag. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
Good hips, rhythm, loose, confident. Come on now.
Show it off, big dog. That's hilarious.
All righty. That's a wrap for the New Heights draft. Kylie also won an award with NGL. They won Podcast of the Year.
Woo!
Which I believe is a bigger award than we received.
It's probably the biggest award that they have there.
Very cool. Very cool.
Shout out to Kai running away with it. I love it.
That's right. That's right. Shout out to everybody on the staff over there, Emma, everybody else that has their footprints on the show. You guys have been killing it all year. Way to go. Yeah, and thank you to all the 9 super centers that voted us. We very much appreciate it. Travis, on to the next bit of new news.
What's that?
Do we have beef with Meryl Streep?
I hope she doesn't have beef with me.
Let's play this clip. Gentlemen, Travis.
I'm a fan of Meryl Streep. I don't have any beef with her.
You might want to wait until you see this clip. Yeah, Travis got called out for some reason in Devil Wears Prada 2's promo video.
Oh, shit.
The hardest thing about shooting in Milan was walking in stilettos on the cobblestones. I'd like to see Travis Kelce do that.
Oh, what? What?
Trev.
Oh, Meryl, you have no idea how good I am at walking in heels, okay?
I think we should recreate this. I think we should put this to the test, not recreate.
We're going to have to find some size 14 heels first.
Okay. Well, we can have those custom made. I'm sure there's some WNBA players that can put us onto some spots.
What's the heel, though? Is a heel? Because I wear like Chelsea boots. Are those heels?
No. It's got to be a stiletto. It's got to be a pointy bottom. That's why it's hard.
You're right. I'll give credit where credit's due. I don't think I can do it, Meryl. I'll let you have it.
What, are you a quitter? You're a quitter? You're just going to give up to Meryl Streep?
No, I just don't think
You're
I'm going to make it
athlete, Travis.
to Italy and walk in stilettos. Meryl Streep has quite the resume.
Well, she has a resume. That doesn't mean she's better at walking in stilettos than you just because she's a famous actress. Travis, we're competitors in the
I can kind of correlate that, yeah.
We don't bow down to anybody.
When it's Meryl Streep, you kind of do. You just kind of like bow down.
Well, listen, if she was saying acting ability, I would get it.
I completely get it. To be fair, I would be acting if I had heels on, so.
Good point. That's a good point. All right. We're not going to put it to the test, apparently.
I'm not. I'm going to let you have that one, Meryl. Can't wait to see Devil Wears Prada 2, though. The first one was a banger. I know this one's going to be epic. No questions. Now that he has been called out by Meryl Streep, does Travis Kelce think he can walk on cobblestone with high heels? Well, we're never going to find out, Kitty. I'll tell you what, Meryl. If I ever find myself in Italy on that cobblestone, I'll try and find a size 14 and we'll put it to the test. All right, now, Jason, you're a Talladega champ. You and Ricky Bobby.
That is correct. I am a Talladega champ. That's right. I went down there on behalf of Hendrick Motorsports. I was been filming some things over at their headquarters in Charlotte. I've been doing some exercises to really learn what it's like to compete in the sport of NASCAR. I went out there. I trained with the athletes. I was learning their techniques, all the things that go into coordinating a pit stop. These guys are changing tires, gassing these cars all the way up and sometimes under the 9 seconds on a stop. They'll change all 4 tires, put gas in the vehicle, and then get it out on its way. It's remarkable, the coordination and timing and expertise that goes into that. I also went out on the track with William Byron, who drove me around at over 190 miles an hour around the Charlotte Motor Speedway, which was fucking awesome and terrifying all at the same time. I then got to drive my own vehicle. They did not let me drive 190 miles per hour, but I still drove faster than I've ever driven in my life.
Ooh, how fast you go? How fast you go?
They do it by RPM. So I was driving, this thing had a regulator on it that capped you at 5,000 RPMs. And they said at one point I went 140. Everybody else I was going 120. So and we're somewhere between 120 and 140.
Oh, that's nothing.
You've done way faster.
I was going 135 in a Caravan when I was in high school. That thing was flying around.
Caravans do not go 145. I can guarantee you that.
They go 135 and they shake back and forth when you get up over 120. It got a little dicey. They're not as aerodynamic as you think they are.
Anyways, the last bit of it was to go to Talladega and to be with the pit crew with Corey Day's team, the 17 car with Hendrick Motorsports. And it was incredible. I got to see it firsthand, what it's like on race day, how they set up everything. These pit crews, man, they're in charge of setting everything up on pit road, right? There's 5 of these guys that are doing all these jobs. The jack man has to run out there, jack up the car, take the new tire, put it on after the changer is taken off the front right. He has to put the front right tire on immediately after that. Then the changer, while he's bolting that thing on, he's taking the jack off, running around, jacking up the other side, doing it over there. And all this stuff is happening And it's the dance that is taking place of speed, strength, athleticism, coordination. It is remarkable what those guys do each and every stop. On top of that, the drivers, everything they're doing to gain position, especially at Talladega, their like foot is on the gas the entire race. You are wide open. The track is angled at like 33 degrees.
Yeah,
so you are just like zooming around that thing. And a lot of it comes down to drifting, and it's a very technical race from that standpoint. So Corey Day, first time ever racing at Talladega, ended up winning the race. Our driver. That's and I'll tell you what they had me doing, I was a sign man. So you put the sign down on pit road. That lets the driver know where to stop at. Sometimes you might want to stop at short. Sometimes you might want to stop at where he normally stops at. Sometimes you want to stop a little wide. So we did a short, wide stop. So it was a pretty technical job of the sign guy to move it up.
Get this fucking sign guy out of here. Dude, I have like one question.
Oh, that wasn't my only job. Then they would have me be in the gas. I don't even know if there's a title for it, but I was passing the fuel in. And let me tell you, we won first place. I was the best fucking gas can passer on pit road that day, baby. Champions! 1-0, baby!
This guy's sick. It was a Saturday race, though, right?
It was not the Cup Series. It was not the Cup Series. The big dog.
Still, though, but still though, and for him to have his first race at Talladega and him come away with a podium was pretty dope.
That was the coolest thing. Obviously, this kid, he's a really good sprint car racer. He's won a bunch of races in that world. Now on the O'Reilly Series, first race at Talladega, gets his first win there. It was so electric down there. And just happy for him getting out the gates like that, man. That's an awesome moment. And it was cool to just watch. It was cool to be a part of. Obviously, my contribution was pretty much nothing. But you know what? I still get to say I'm a NASCAR champion, baby.
Why did they put a Scully on you? Why are you Scuba Steven it, man?
It's a good question. If you're behind the car, near the gas at all, everybody back there has to be in 100% flame-proof clothing. So your shoes, your socks.
You don't have it on your beard.
You're right. I actually think technically I was not following code. I think that thing was supposed to be over my beard.
Flag on the play. Take the medal away from him.
Don't you do this, Travis. Don't you do this. But I'll say that not only were we there on behalf of Hendrick Motorsports to witness what it's like to be in a pit crew, to see a race firsthand, to hear in the radio everything that's happening between the driver and the pit crew and the chief. We were also there to just experience Talladega and it was my first time at a NASCAR event. And it was awesome. All the other teams, the way it's set up, the people that were there, the energy. Like when you watch it on TV, it does not do it justice. And everybody has said that to me for years. I went to the Indy 500 in college, felt similarly, but there's a level of having all of your senses engaged and watching these machines operate at this level that takes over you when you're there live. Like you literally feel these cars coming by you. Not just the wind, the revving of the motors, right? You feel the ground moving and shaking in some ways. Like it is a very sensory driven experience. Whether you're in there, whether you're out there sitting on an RV watching outside of it, it was fun. It was a blast, especially now that I know more about it, rather than just watching them go around in circles and be like, I don't know how most of this works.
These guys are really good taking left turns.
Somebody crosses it when the checkered flag's going. But yeah, awesome experience. Really appreciate them welcoming me in to kind of train with them and see what it's like firsthand. These changers, my guy Rod and Jafar, they got 5 bolts. They got the single lug in the Cup Series. It's just 1 lug in the Cup Series. They're getting 5 of these things off, taking it on. I mean, it's wild. It's a good time.
Hell yeah, man. And Hendricks is obviously, I mean, they're one of the top dogs every single year going around the NASCAR circuit.
That's right. Shout out to Jeff Gordon.
Yeah, hell yeah. My guy Clint Boyer's been in the facility. He's good friends with Brett Veach, and he's obviously a part of Hendricks too. And it's a fascinating league. And it got even more interesting since Michael Jordan's come in. I know they had that lawsuit. It's been amazing seeing 23 Racing take the fuck off this year. I mean, I'm pretty sure they've won the majority of the races so far. I know he won, I think, the first 3, 4, maybe even like 6 out of 10 or something like that. Those guys are absolutely rolling over there.
Having a good year for sure.
And it's been cool to see him kind of take his greatness and have it rub off onto the NASCAR world a little bit. And yeah, it's such a fascinating sport. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys ever go to a NASCAR event, man, you are not going to be disappointed. That thing is alive. It is rocking. It is not just people just sitting around watching the cars go by. Everybody is engaged, and there's things around the track and inside the track that you can have some fun with as well. I think it's just it's the ultimate weekend party if you can get to one of these things.
For sure. And the Boulevard is equally as fun after the race. Highly recommend.
Well, last bit of new news we got is George Kittle would like a Jason Kelce intro for his alarm clock every single morning.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
He tweeted out, "Can I get a custom one of these introductions for my alarm clock every morning, please? George, we can make this happen. You're going to have to come on the show, though, baby. Let's go!"
That's what I was going to say.
Come on,
I would
Kittle on
gladly
the show,
do this,
man.
but you got to come on, George. We've been waiting for this.
Get my guy on here. Have some fun, man.
We've had so many legendary tight ends, and we still haven't had George Cup on, and now he just wants me to give him an intro. No, you got to be a 92%er first, George. That's how this works.
Oh, man. It's crazy how some of the closest people to me I haven't invited on the show yet. I'm the fucking worst, man.
Well, you don't like the presumption, right? You don't try to push it. You don't want to
Yeah, I don't like asking people.
You're a polite Clevelander. You don't want to impose. It's
people have
it's very standard,
on,
Yeah, but I think George would like to come on the show. He's clearly, he's asking to come on the show with this, right?
Sounds like he just wants an intro. And George,
he doesn't want to come on the show. He wants to skirt the show and just get the invite.
You don't just get these kind of things. You don't get it. You have to come on the show, George.
Would love to give you an intro, George.
Get my guy Kittle on here, man.
Anytime you want that, you also do us a solid and come on the show. Absolutely.
Nah.
All righty, in case you missed it, we did have a couple episodes drop last week. There's a lot happening with the draft, a lot of NFL news coming out, but we did drop a Charlize Theron episode. We also dropped a bonus episode with my former offensive line coach, Jeff Stoutland. They are both out there if you want to check them out.
Obviously, Charlize Theron's pushing the unbelievable movie Apex. It is a fucking thriller that you are not going to want to miss. And then obviously Jeff Stoutland, man, one of the best to ever do it. And a near dear friend of Jason, obviously. It was just cool to sit down and hear his stories, man.
Yeah, and it wasn't just Stout. We had Milata come on too. Selleck was on there. We did a little round table. Trav and I talked to him. I really wanted it to try and be a celebration of his whole career and some of the things he's done and meant to certain people. Obviously, Milata that clip did really well. One of the things that I think is being taken a little bit the wrong way. I do want to say this because it feels like it's getting out there. Is he mentioned. I asked him, what went wrong last season? And his answer by a lot of people, because he said, you got to call the right play and the right defense, that's being made to look as though that's a dig solely at Kevin Petula. I really think if you look at the whole quote, and this is the way Stout is, the whole quote is really referencing the players and the coaches. He talks about executing the plays, execution, and then not calling bad plays into bad defenses. And although Petula was the play caller, I know Stout, and everybody's involved in that game plan. Everybody's involved in building that thing. So the plays end up getting called. Really, all he's saying there is to be successful in football, it comes down to the players executing and the coaches putting the players in the best position possible. And last year, that didn't happen. That's what that was trying to say with that quote. So whatever.
Just so you 92%ers understand, the offensive coordinator is given the responsibility of putting the game plan together, right? He is a huge part of putting the pass game together, matching it up with the run game that is put together. But there are the offensive coaching staff comes together and somebody's given the run game, somebody's given the pass game, somebody's given the play action game, somebody's given the screen game. There are people that are putting in their input on the what the red zone looks like versus what backed up looks like when you're backed up to your own red zone. This isn't just one guy putting together a game and everybody following lead. You know what I mean? It is everybody on the same understanding that this is the best thing for us to attack the team that we're playing this week. So to throw it all on one person, first of all, Stout would never fucking do that. And second of all, for people to make that assumption, I think is pretty unfair.
Yeah. I get it because he said calling plays, but that's not the intention of it. And a lot of people just, like you said, don't understand what goes into all the plays that happen on a game day. All right. That's it for new news, brought to you by American Express.
Thanks to our presenting sponsor, Xfinity.
Let's talk Wi-Fi. That's right. Because whether you're streaming a big game, your favorite show, or just trying to stay connected, you need Wi-Fi that actually works.
So here's what's up. Xfinity has the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi. Plus, you can lock in one internet price for 5 years, guaranteed. No contracts or commitments.
That's right. Xfinity gets you online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi. It's simple to set up and there's no downtime.
So whether you're connecting with friends or catching up on your favorite shows, you'll have the most reliable Wi-Fi at one price for 5 years.
Lock in your price and unlock the possibilities with the Xfinity 5-year price guarantee.
Get it now at Xfinity.com.
Restrictions apply. Select plans only. Powered by fiber. Connected to premises by coaxial cable. Thank you to our partner, American Express.
It's not always about where you go. It's about how you get to experience it. When you've got a little more access, everything just feels right.
With the American Express Platinum Card, you can get exclusive access to unique experiences worldwide, getting you closer to the moments that matter.
And when it comes to game day, Amex is taking membership to a whole new level. As the official payments partner of the NFL, card members around the world can enjoy incredible experiences all season long.
Including access to tickets, perks, and on-site activations at select games. That's how you make every game day feel like a win.
Unlocking access and elevating the fan experience. Not only does it feel right, but it's membership at its best.
Terms apply. Learn more about Amex's partnership with the NFL and premium events collection at go.amex/NFL. Thank you to our partner, Reese's. All righty, before we get into it, we can pull up the photo of Arvil Reese at the draft in his Reese's suit.
Okay, another Clevelander on the Reese's train. I see you, dog.
There we go. Look at him. Look at the young fella. Complete tux with the Reese's on the inside.
Ohio ball player right there if I've ever seen one.
Anyway, Reese's has 2 new limited edition cups. The returning Reese's Strawberry PB&J Cup and the new Reese's Marshmallow Cup. 2 winning combos for an epic lunch.
Get these Reese's Strawberry PB&J Cup and the new Reese's Marshmallow Cup today. It's only available a limited time only.
Whether you're in school or almost out for summer, these new Reese's are the lunchtime redemption you never know you needed.
They might make you wonder if everything happens for a Reese's.
Hi. I see what you did there. I see what you did. I see what you doing there.
You're insane. Well, how about we get into some NFL draft recap, Jason? How about it, huh?
I love that idea, Travis.
I had a feeling you'd be down. Draft Recap is brought to you by Expedia, the one place you go to go places. Chiefs picks, we moved up to pick 6. We had the 9th pick and the 29th pick, and we traded up for the best DB in the draft, baby.
Nice. Look, he almost like he knew it was coming. Is that a red suit? He was in a red suit?
No, I think the red light is on him. I think it was more of like a...
Just making it look more.
Yeah, it was more of like, what's that color? Like a...
I don't know. I'm terrible with colors.
Like a dusty rose. But DB Mansour, he's down there, Louisiana guy, I believe.
Nice.
Went to LSU. And this face was made when he saw the Chiefs trade up. So he knew he was going to a pretty respectable team once this happened. And I'm sure he got the call when he saw him going up. Delaying on getting drafted by the Chiefs. A lot of top 10 teams, they're really not too good, but that's not the situation here. We have a championship team, just had one little down year, but we're right back at it. And that's what I'm talking about, baby. Already coming with the fucking mindset of being a fucking top team. I absolutely love it. We had the 1st round pick, the 29th pick, as well as moving up to get Delane, Clemson DN Peter Woods at 29. And I'm pretty pumped about getting somebody on the other side of Chris Jones there on the D-line. Obviously, speed is out the world at how big he is, and I think he's going to fit right in Spag's scheme here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think that's one of the beautiful things about Spag's scheme. He can find guys that really fit what he envisions within the defense. He's always very multiple. You see guys that go in there and do specific tasks, and obviously they like this kid to go up there and get him in the 1st round. And I also like the Delane pick. That defensive backfield has been picked apart so much over the past, 3 years or so. You know, Justin Reed, you got L'Jarius Sneed.
I'll say this: a lot of the big name DBs that we've had in years past are elsewhere right now. So getting unbelievable DB, the best in the draft, and then getting a guy on the D line that can really help Chris Jones not get double teamed as much, or at least create matchups to where this kid can thrive early on and really bring something to the team. I think that's going to be a huge part to the defense. But I mean, it doesn't stop there on the D line. We got our Mason Thomas, edge from Oklahoma. The guy's a fucking freak in nature in terms of athleticism and explosiveness. I can't wait to see how this guy gets after the quarterback, man. It's been kind of something that the Chiefs have been looking at to get better at, and that's getting after the QB and really putting quarterbacks under duress, man. Obviously, we've always had Chris Jones there, and George is a fucking workhorse. Got Gillette last year, but I think this is going to be a game changer at the edge position. I know he had a hamstring last year on an unbelievable fumble recovery. So we'll see him when he gets in the building. I'm sure Spags will have a fun time putting him to work as well.
There we go. Who else we got here?
We got another cornerback from Oregon. He's kind of more of a nickel guy. I'm excited to see this guy get to work. Spags is obviously his nickel package it can get confusing to a lot of guys. So I'm sure Jaden Kennedy is going to fucking be quite the chess piece for Spags. But after that, 2 to 3 picks that I'm pretty fucking excited about, and that's because they're all finally got to the offensive side of the ball in round 5. Emmett Johnson, running back from Nebraska. I believe he was like first team Big Ten, won a few awards at the running back position last year. We actually got to see him live when Nebraska played Cincinnati at Arrowhead. And then the other sideline, Cyrus Allen, wide receiver from Cincinnati, who I am fucking jacked up to see. We got another Bearcat in the building. We actually got 2 Bearcats in the building. One came as well as Jeff Caldwell in the free agency pickup. But Cyrus Allen he's a route runner, man. He's a route runner. When we were talking about, what do I want to see in a guy in the wide receiver room? He has his own twist on a lot of routes, and he has the quickness. He has the decisiveness. He really knows how to use his shoulders and his quickness and rhythm to get DBs in a bind, man.
Listen, he's from Cincinnati, so he's going to be tough. He's going to be physical. He's going to be a guy that loves football. And he loves drafting Bearcats. I mean, look how many successful Bearcats he's drafted. Not just me and you, Brent Selleck, Trent Cole.
Yeah, Brian Cook.
Oh, Cook. Thank you. Yeah, either way, Andy loves the Bearcats. Cyrus Allen, Cincinnati Bearcat. Tough, physical, fast. Wow.
Get this dude out of here. Overall, I thought we did an unbelievable job on getting young guys that looked like they love ball on the film that I watched of them, and looked like they can come in and help out right away, man.
Garrett Nussmeier, son of a coach. I was actually with his father in Philadelphia. We'll see.
Yeah.
What do you think of the Chiefs draft class, Trav? A lot of defense early, getting some offensive pieces late. I guess you guys solved some of the offensive stuff early in the draft this year, or earlier in free agency this year with Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, man, I'm pumped. I'm pumped on just seeing these young guys getting in the building. I thought we had a great team last year. We got a lot of those pieces back, and the ones that we lost, we filled those needs ASAP. So I think these guys, once they get in the building, they feel the culture, and they feel how we do things here. It's an exciting time, man. And I thought shout out to Brett Veach and the crew for doing hard work and getting the guys that we need in the building, man.
All righty. Well, Eagles also had a draft this week, and they went round 1, pick 20. Makai Lemon, wide receiver out of USC, was the Bolitnikov. I don't know if that's how you say it, but he was the receiver of the year in college football. Should be pretty good. This was a patented Howie Roseman pick. He was expected to be a top 15 guy, started sliding, and Howie trades up ahead of the Steelers to snag him at pick 20. This is just further proof that I think this Eagles offense is changing, right? Like, the Eagles and Jalen Hurts have not thrown the ball over the middle of the field very much. That's something that fans have criticized a lot. And this was really most of his production in college, right? He's a shorter guy, going to operate out of the slot, a little bit smaller, but he is physical.
You put that film on, man. This guy can play some fucking ball.
Catches everything. They're playing some highlights where he is going up and getting the ball.
Strong receiver too, man. He is a strong receiver.
A lot of the comparisons are the Amon-Ra St. Brown, Mini Puka Nakua. And you see exactly with this offense that Sean Mannion is bringing with all the motions and shifting the formations from 3-by-1 to 2-by-2, having those guys insert. Some of the creative, unique things they might be able to do with this guy. Cowboys not too happy that the Eagles traded up for him, or that the Cowboys traded with the Eagles to allow them to come up to 20 and draft Makai Lemon. At JD Cowboys 2, I dead ass would have rather traded with North Korea. That's a pretty hilarious tweet right there. I don't know how many picks North Korea had in this one. Didn't see a lot of the Koreans off the board. We have Jerry Jones on trading with the Eagles. If I eliminated trading with all the teams that I wanted to beat their ass, you wouldn't have anybody left to trade with.
Meaning he wants to whoop everybody's ass, not just the Eagles. So if he needs to trade, he's not just, not trading to one team. Yeah.
Well, we sure appreciate it. Yeah, we sure appreciate it. Yeah, Eagles have done this where they've been trading up recently. I feel like a lot of this has gone from like when he sees somebody sliding and sees the perceived value, especially if it's at a position of need, he is not shy of pulling the trigger. Did the same thing with Jalen Carter. Obviously, we drafted value with Cooper DeJean as he was sliding in the draft a couple years ago. They've been doing a great job of getting value out of some of these picks in terms of like where the consensus has them rated. Pick 2, they go tight end from Vanderbilt, Eli Stowers. I don't know anything about him because I don't watch a lot of college football. I know
quite a bit about him, man. This kid is a fucking stud. Well, then
go ahead, Travis. Please tell me.
You guys got a stud, man. The word around town is he doesn't have quite the size, but I'm telling you, man, this kid knows how to play some fucking football, man. He knows how to run routes. He's got a good feel. He can run, and when he has the ball in his hands, man, you'd be surprised on how much with this lack of size that they're saying, how many tackles he breaks, and just how good he is, man. He was one of Vanderbilt's best players, I thought, when I watched him play.
And again, it's another thing with this offense, right? Big decisions you have to make. Do you go 11 personnel? Do you go 12 personnel? How can you do all these runs and concepts and motioning guys around? And 12 personnel, a lot of teams utilize it. I mean, the Rams were utilizing 13 personnel, one running back with 3 tight ends. When you have a guy that can go out wide while also coming inside and block linebackers and safeties, crack down on the defensive end, you have screen options with them. These guys are very valuable, and we see it addressed right away with the first-round pick with Mekhi Lemon and the second-round pick with Eli Stowers.
Oh, yeah.
Third pick, they address the offensive line. Obviously, Lane Johnson is getting a little bit older. We thought they would take a tackle at some point. Some people thought it would be earlier in the draft. They end up addressing it at the third round at pick 68 with Markel Bell. Monstrous of a man. This guy is huge. We don't have his stats up here, but he's something like 6'9", 350, basically. He is a big boy. He's a big boy. He's a big man out here in Philadelphia.
How big of a boy are you?
He's a big boy. He's a big old son of a gun. Honestly, this one, I mean, mountain of a man. Long arms, big old hands. Not the most fleet of foot, which is a little surprising in some ways to me because this system is more rooted in outside zone concepts. Traditionally, these offenses have drafted guys that can open their hips and run and cut off on the backside and do screens and play well with the misdirection game. This guy is suited to be a great pass blocker, right? Drop back, long arms, very rangy, going to be very good in that regard as long as he can mirror and redirect with people. More of a power downhill guy, which some of these offenses have shifted recently. The Rams now run more duo than they do outside zone, right? Those offenses started in outside zone. Now they're running more dive concepts, more downhill plays. Maybe that's something that'll tell you about what the Eagles think they might do in the future. They don't go with the smaller, more athletically nimble tackle. They go with the big stalwart that'll be able to protect the quarterback and run downhill runs. Interesting pick there in the third round. Round 5, they go Cole Payton. Get a little quarterback depth from North Dakota State. We've had some North Dakota State success at the quarterback position.
Okay, Carson.
Shout out. Cole Payton. Interesting. We still have Tanner McKee on the roster. Obviously, Jalen Hurts is a starter. We still have Tanner McKee. Went out and signed in this offseason Andy Dalton. Now we have another quarterback in the room and Cole Payton in round 5. Round 6, they go Micah Morris. Different than Markel Bell. Equally as big. Monstrous man. This guy is explosive. He's close to that 350 bill mark too. I mean, he's a big boy. These are big boys out here in Philadelphia. He's close to 340, pushing that, something like that. I mean, the jersey's hanging on for dear life when you put that tape on. He is 6'5", huge, but this guy can move. I mean, he's jumping 30 inches at that weight. He's running sub 5 in the 40. I don't even know if that's true. But his RAS score was off the charts.
Get this dude out of here.
Anyways, but honestly, this guy can move. Very explosive. Honestly, you look at the metrics, it's like, why was this guy around in the 6th round? Which kind of is concerning a little bit. Like when you're that big, that strong, that fast, you're not supposed to be there in the 6th round, right? You're usually going earlier. So maybe the tape is more of a developmental player. I don't know what I didn't watch him specifically, but when you look at the metrics, like this guy should be a much higher pick. Maybe he doesn't bend well. I don't know. We'll find out, though. I'm excited to watch him play. I like watching big athletic freaks of nature, which gets me to the next guy in the 7th round, Umar Bernard from Nigeria. He's never even fucking played football, but he looks like a Nigerian god, not a Greek god, a Nigerian Greek god. He's fucking huge. Look at, pull up his shit. 6'4.5", 306 pounds, 6% body fat, 39-inch vertical, 10'10" broad jump, 14 inches longer than any other defensive tackle, 4'6", 340. If you put it side by side with Myles Garrett, he's dwarfing him. One caveat, though, he hasn't played football.
Oh, yeah. Just a small.
He's a D lineman. Just fucking run fast and hit people and get in the way. Wreak havoc. Knock shit over. You're fucking superhuman. Put his highlights up of him working out, because I do want to point this out. I'm kind of being funny. There's a lot on this kid's shoulder because of what happened with Jordan Mailata, right? The Eagles in the 7th round.
Well, there's a lot on this kid's shoulders because he just got compared to Myles Garrett.
Well, but before we get to it, watch these highlights and tell me what you see. Because I noticed something right away that I think is going to take some time to develop. Not this part. Look at that. I mean, what the fuck is this? It's like they went to the Arnold Classic and found the biggest specimen they could. Here's where I started noticing stuff. What do you see?
I mean, he's just not used to moving like a football player. He can get going straight, but he's just got to put in a lot of work, and it's a different type of skill set, man.
Exactly. Well, here's the thing. The metrics are off the charts. So to get a guy with this much physical talent in the 7th round is incredible.
Friends, sometimes in life, there are moments where everything just feels right. This week, in the world of the Kelce family and Taylor Swift, we witnessed a perfect storm of adrenaline, speed, and musical brilliance. On one side, we had the roaring engines of Talladega, and on the other, a massive new milestone for Taylor's legendary career. The way Travis and Taylor came together to celebrate Jason's joy has truly captured the hearts of fans everywhere. Today, we're diving deep into this beautiful and emotional journey. First, let's talk about our very own Big Yeti, Jason Kelce. When Jason arrived at the Talladega Superspeedway, the entire atmosphere shifted. You see, Jason wasn't just there as a VIP guest. He got down and dirty on pit road. He was changing tires and working right alongside the crew, sweating it out like a true teammate. This is exactly what we love about Jason, that raw, human touch that makes him a man of the people. Watching him chug a beer and celebrate with the fans on that iconic track was pure gold. The energy was electric, and you could just feel the pride coming from Travis and Taylor. But the real beauty of the moment was seeing the bond between Travis and Taylor. Travis has always been his brother's biggest cheerleader, but now he has Taylor by his side in that support system. Word is, when Taylor saw Jason in his full racing element, her reaction was absolutely priceless. The two of them beamed with pride as they watched Jason embrace this new chapter of his post-retirement life. The fact that Taylor, a global superstar, is so deeply involved in every small and large Kelce family moment shows just how sincere and grounded their relationship has become. This isn't about fame or cameras. It's about pure family love. While the engines were still cooling down at the track, another massive headline broke that made everyone stand up and take notice. Taylor Swift was officially named to the list of the top greatest living U.S. songwriters. This is no small feat, friends. This is the culmination of years of hard work, of turning heartbreak and joy into poetry that resonates with millions. For Travis, this moment was just as significant as any Super Bowl trophy. Seeing his partner recognized among the greatest writers in history was a deeply emotional milestone for him. It's a beautiful contrast, Jason dominating the track with his spirit, while Taylor continues to rule the world with her pen. All of these events prove one thing. Whether it's on the sports field or in the music studio, a win feels twice as good when you have your loved ones to share it with. The unwavering support between Taylor and Travis, combined with Jason's infectious zest for life, is exactly why they are everyone's favorite family right now. What did you think of Jason's Talladega debut? And how proud are you to see Taylor's songwriting legacy being honored like this? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. We'll see you in the next one, right here on Kelce Game.